Hello everyone, Gabe here, PC community developer here at Ubisoft, and today we're going to be diving in to take a look at how the Watch Dogs Legion and the MSI team have worked together to take your lighting experience to the next level. On top of that, we'll also be hosting a pretty sweet giveaway, so stick around to find out how you can enter. Without further ado, let's get to it. To start things off, we were lucky enough to grab some time from the MSI team to talk about Mystic Light and how the technology works.
Hi, I'm Peter Arts. I've been working at MSI for about 6 years now as a product marketing officer. We are responsible for everything on the products, all the way from the development of the products until, for example, what's on the box and the product pages. But most notably, you might have seen or heard me on one of the product videos that we do, or the weekly live stream that we host. So Mystic Light is our RGB implementation on MSI products, which lets you completely create and control a RGB LED light show, and it's completely customizable. So Mystic Light basically works in three, I guess the easiest way to explain it is it has 3 different levels. So there's the individual product level. So a Mystic Light on a product can be changed from, of course, the color to certain effects, predefined effects or customized effects. And so an individual product you will be able to fully control. The second level I will call Mystic Light Sync. So that gives you the ability to use several products together in the same PC setup, like all your peripherals and your RGB effects on your motherboard and stuff like that, and the monitor, and actively synchronize the colors and effects, so you can get a synchronized light show, basically that everything is doing the same thing. And then there's the third level, and that really lets you take the whole RGB experience outside of your PC even, and that's called Ambient Link. Now what Ambient Link lets you do is use well-known and popular products like Philips Hue and Nanoleaf, which are, well, essentially somewhere in your house that you can link to the Mystic Light interface and also include in that synchronized light show. So whatever your PC or individual product is doing, you can even let your Philips Hue lights have the same effect, pretty much. So we have a whole range of products that are compatible with Mystic Light, as you can see on the table here. So it really ranges from pretty much everything from laptops to pre-built desktops, even components like motherboards and graphics cards, monitors, and of course peripherals. And that's what really also makes it so great, is that it's not just a couple of products that will interact with Mystic Light or that you can control. It is virtually everything. If you want to in your PC and you choose products that are Mystic Light compatible, you can make your whole PC, or even, as mentioned before, your whole house pretty much interact with your gaming experience. So I would say there's probably 2 main reasons. One being, we are obviously a company that focuses on gaming products, and the reason for that is also that a lot of us are gamers and tech enthusiasts. So, I mean, any new upcoming exciting game is something that makes our hearts beat faster. So that's one. And secondly, of course, this really allows us to explore new ways to let our hardware interact with software like games. And that's always a really exciting thing that we can explore. So there's essentially 2 layers of effects that you can expect to see. One is a more ambient effect. So for example, if you're walking down a street in the game, the Mystic Light will create an ambient effect that tries to mirror or match the same background that you're walking in, the same atmosphere. And the secondary layer is kind of maybe the most exciting or important one, is actually triggered by in-game events. So for example, if you are hacking something or if you take damage, the Mystic Light will respond with, for example, flashing red if you take damage, or a specialized effect that kind of matches what you're seeing on the screen in terms of hacking, but those are more event triggered.
So with that, and most importantly, what does this integration look like in game? Luckily, we were able to get some help from the MSI team with their pretty sweet setup, and in that setup it includes an Aegis Ti5 desktop, the GE66 laptop, the Immerse GK50 headset, the Vigor GK50 Elite Kale Blue keyboard, the Clutch GM30 mouse, the Meg Z490 Godlike motherboard, and a nice and shiny new MSI RTX 3090. First things first though, we have to get everything set up, and luckily that's super straightforward. Head over to the MSI website where you can download their full Dragon Center, which has Mystic Light integrated within it. Once you have that downloaded and you've done any relevant firmware updates, you'll see the compatible hardware available. There you can tweak and toy around with how you want your RGB to look like, but let's head into some Watch Dogs Legion. In the options, all you need to do is head into the gameplay menu, go into third party, and enable Mystic Light. Here you can also turn on the voice command feature and ambient light if you also want to explore those. Once you have it up and running, you'll immediately start to see it reacting while you're loading into the game. Different interactions within the game will also have your hardware reacting to it. Things such as opening a menu, bringing up the map, getting into some combat situations, reloading your weapon, and of course, hacking all the things. On top of that, when you're doing things like operating a drone or hijacked a camera, or even driving a vehicle, you'll see the important interaction keys light up on your keyboard. So now let's talk about the giveaway, because MSI has hooked us up with some pretty sweet things to give away to a few lucky winners. Firstly, for those of you chasing a graphics card update, we have an MSI RTX 2060 and an MSI RTX 2070 to give away to two of you. On top of that, and to kick this holiday season off right, they've hooked us up with the MPG 341 CQR, which is a beautiful 3440 by 1440p resolution ultra-wide 144Hz monitor, as well as an Infinite X 10th Gen 661 MYS desktop, which has an Intel i7 10700KF, 16 gigs of RAM, a 1TB SSD, and an NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super. All you need to do to enter is head down into the description below and follow the link, or head over to our Twitter and check out the pinned tweet. Thanks for watching everyone, we hope that gives you a good rundown of how you can take your lighting experience to the next level in Watch Dogs Legion. If you're curious about supported hardware, there's a link down in the description below, or if you want to check out MSI, there's also a link down there, because who knows, maybe you're on the hunt for some hardware. But that's it for now, we'll see you next time, bye.